1-5 at the time you're watching this video. And I know it says 2-4 here. Whenever I was doing the simulation for this, it messed up. So obviously that record is not right. Same thing with the Commanders. Auto sim, and obviously Madden does not have it where you can simulate to the or start from the week it currently is. They don't do that anymore. So as of this point, we're starting here. But the New York Giants are a team that is underachieved this year. A lot of people came into the season thinking they could once again be a sneaky playoff team, kind of like where they were last year, but they are far from where they were last year. Obviously, they're a team that has had multiple issues. Their offensive line has been horrible. Their defense, well, it hasn't been horrible in my opinion, has been very shaky. And then obviously you have Daniel Jones, who a lot of people, especially in the Giants community, are just ready to move on from. They gave him a chance. They gave him a new contract. And whether you think the offensive line is bad, whether you think the weapons for some reason are a huge issue, he has not played like the caliber quarterback that he was paid to be. $40 million, you should be playing like a top caliber quarterback in my opinion. Whether you think that's an overpay or what, he should be playing like a $40 million QB. So the New York Giants are probably going to have to go into an offseason where they think about, do you take a quarterback or do you retool the offensive line once again for Daniel Jones? The same thing you've been doing for the past couple years for Daniel Jones. Do you go into another offseason doing that, or do you finally say, well, I don't think Daniel Jones is the guy, you can move on from him after 2024, and I think it's time to get another quarterback? So basically that is what we are going to consider in this, obviously rebuild is like always. Let's take a look at the rest of the team. Obviously, let's go to it from the better view. So let's go to it from better. All right, so we're gonna look at the team, and obviously I'm gonna do what I always do, get some notable positions we can obviously upgrade here. Obviously I do want to retool this offensive line just a little bit. Like, obviously, Andrew Thomas is the centerpiece of this offensive line, the best player here, all pro. Should have been a Pro Bowler, but that doesn't really matter. Ben Bredeson is a serviceable guard, but at the end of the day, he's a 6'7" overall, and I'm pretty sure he's dang near 30 years old. Yeah, he's 25 actually, so he's still pretty young, but he's a 6'7" overall in Madden, so he's not going to do any upgrading here. So obviously, that is another guy I do want to move on from. Obviously, in this rebuild, John Michael Smith is probably going to be our center for the future. He has struggled a little bit early on in real life, but I think he's eventually going to get things together once he gets a better offensive line head coach, and hopefully that's next year. He's dealing with the injury right now, so I'm not sure when he's going to come back. Mark Lewinsky is not even a starter in real life anymore. I think it is Joshua Zudu. I am going to start Marcus McKeithen like he is in real life just to get him some development points. He's at 6'7" overall, so I don't think he's going to get much better at this point, at least in this game. And then you have Evan Neal, who's been quite possibly one of the worst offensive tackles in the football to this point. For the sake of Madden, once again, though, I'm going to keep him. I'm not going to trade him. I'm not going to move him to guard. I am going to keep him at right tackle. I think he should develop quite well. But if he doesn't develop anything bigger than 6'7" overall, 6'3" overall, I probably will try to move on from him. But I think he should be quite well. Tight end position, Darren Waller, he's good, but he is 30. I think he is 31 years old in this game. He's 30 years old. I'm not going to move on from him right now, but when his contract expires, I probably will let him walk. You look at this receiving core, I honestly think it has some great weapons here. It's not, elite, but I think it's serviceable. I think it's a receiving core that most quarterbacks who are at least game managers or at least sometimes close to elite will be serviceable with this team. Serviceable. Sterling Shepard, I'm actually going to move down the depth chart, and I am going to start Jalen Hyatt as a wide receiver 2. I am also going to start Wan'Dale Robinson as a wide receiver 3 just to give him development, because I do think those 3 guys right there are personally our wide receivers for the future at this point. So the 3 main guys I'm going to be focusing on in this rebuild is Darius Slayton, Jalen Hyatt, and Wan'Dale Robinson, at least for right now. Isaiah Hodgins, I was high on him a little bit, but hasn't really done much this season. I think, in fact, he's been getting out-snapped a little bit by Jalen Hyatt over the last 2 games, so that says a lot. Sterling Shepard, I love as a player, probably one of the best locker room personalities we have. But at the end of the day, He is also going to be, he is 30 years old right now. He's been injury prone. So once his contract expires, I'm probably not going to bring him back. Now, we could already get away $1.5 million if we get rid of him right now. But there's really no point. He'll be going by the end of the season anyway. So I'll keep him on for at least right now. Saquon Barkley, his contract is also expiring in this game. So I'll try to offer him a modest deal, but I'm not necessarily going to break the bank to sign him now. I did think about trading him. If I do trade him, let's see what offers are potentially on the board. Like, I love Saquon as a player, but I wouldn't mind getting some better draft prospects, to this point if they are there. So the offers that we have are obviously not really too realistic. There's DJ Moore, Chidobe Awuzie, Jerry Jeudy, Denzel Ward, Marquise Brown. So a lot of these offers to me aren't necessarily, realistic. I want to get a realistic offer. Like, a lot of these offers aren't necessarily realistic, so I'm not necessarily gonna trade Saquon Barkley. I'm going to try to, like I said, sign him to a modest deal. I'm not going to overpay for him, but yeah. And then I've already talked about Daniel Jones, 75 overall, normal development, and we all know guys like this, unless they have a really good year in the game, don't necessarily, develop well. So like I said, if there's a better quarterback option when I get to the draft other than Daniel Jones, I am going to take him, and I am going to, start on Daniel Jones, and I am going to talk about Daniel Jones getting cut after this year. So right now he's going to start, but like I said, there's a better quarterback option I find. I'm going to take it easily. Moving on to the defense side of the ball, I think the defense has probably the most potential out of all this team. It's just the fact that we don't necessarily have the right guys developing at this point. Xavier McKinney is still one of my favorite players in this team. He has been a little bit disappointing the past couple of seasons. He was okay before he injured his hand last year, but he's been a real disappointment this year for the most part. Kayvon Thibodeau is another guy who I think still has a lot of potential, but has also been a little bit disappointing this year, considering the hype he had coming into this year. He's a top 5 draft pick, but hasn't really been a consistent pass rusher over the past couple of weeks. Isaiah Simmons doesn't even start a lot. Michael McFadden has been kind of getting snaps over him, but Michael McFadden has also been playing well the last couple of weeks, and hopefully that continue. Bobby Okereke might easily be our best defensive player, at least over the past 2 weeks. But obviously, I think overall, Deshaun Lawrence is still our best defensive player. Azeez Ojulari can't even stay healthy. As much as I like him, I've already said multiple times, when Azeez Ojulari is healthy and he is in the lineup, our pass rush is so much better because defense has to worry about guarding 2 great pass rushers in Kayvon Thibodeau and Azeez Ojulari. But the fact that Azeez Ojulari can't stay healthy is a problem. So in this game, I'm obviously not going to replace him because I have injuries also. We're not going to worry about that, but still I think he should develop nicely well. Our safety position isn't too bad. Jason Pittick has also been one of the better safeties in the league to this point. I think he has one of the lower passer ratings allowed to this point for a safety. He has been bad, but for the sake of Madden, I am going to try to find an upgrade over him if I have him. Bobby McCain is currently a 77 overall. I'm not going to start him, obviously, because he's a bit older in this game. Looking at the corner position, Adoree Jackson has a contract expiring this year. I thought about 2 things. If I can keep him on a 1-year deal, I'll bring him back. But Deonte Banks is probably going to be my corner 2, but I can find a better corner 2 in this game. Whatever deal I sign Adoree to, I'll probably try to trade him away and get rid of him. But I do think Deonte Banks is going to be set up as my corner 1 for the future. Cordell Fly is actually a really solid receiver in the slot, corner in the slot. So I think he has a lot of potential when it comes to that. Trey Hawkins doesn't even have a good picture in the game. My God, has a lot of potential. I had to restart my game because as soon as I tried to import a draft class, it got stuck apparently, and it's gonna do it again, isn't it? Okay, there it is. It's not gonna do it again. I have no idea what draft class I'm gonna update. What was the one I downloaded last time? Alright, yeah, that's the right one. Okay, that's the right one. So, looking at this draft class, obviously, the 2 guys I wanted, there are 2 guys in this draft class I definitely want to target, that being Drake May and Caleb Williams. I don't think I'm going to be able to get Caleb Williams in this draft class, so right now, my target is Drake May. Michael Penix, maybe, and okay, I really want a QB option. That's about it. If we don't get a QB, then my other options are Marvin Harrison and one of the left tackles. Now, I don't want to move him to right tackle because Joe Alt has never played a right tackle in college, so that might be weird. I don't know about Alua Fashunu, whatever his name is, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. So basically, my options right now is probably one of the top quarterbacks in this year's draft, or Marvin Harrison, basically. And looking at the standings, are we going to be able to get a quarterback? Let's look at everybody else's records right now and see if that's going to be even the option. So looking at the NFL, hold on, did I do this right? Hold on, no, I didn't do that right. The Cardinals went 0-17. The Broncos went 0-3-14. The Broncos went 5-12. The Giants went 5-12. So the Cardinals usually don't take a quarterback, so I'm not too worried about that. They might do it just because the simulation might make them. The Colts should not take a quarterback. The Broncos might. So I'm not really worried about the Cardinals because in simulation they don't necessarily take a quarterback because they have Kyler Murray. The Colts shouldn't, but the simulation might make them take a quarterback. The Broncos, I think they will take a quarterback though. So not necessarily worried about these top two teams, but the Broncos probably will get Caleb Williams. So that's all I'm really worried about right now. So let's go ahead and start re-signing players. I think we have a few notable players I want to keep on this team. Like I said, I want to keep Adoree Jackson and Leonard Williams on cheap deals. If they don't want to come back, I'm not going to necessarily franchise tag them. I'm not going to franchise tag them. I'll actually overpay for them. So let's see who we got here. First, you got Saquon Barkley. Oh, we have $5 million, $59 million in cap space. So we got to be really tight with money in this one. So Isaiah Hodgins, I'm actually not going to bring back. Like I said, I'm going to try to find a replacement. Okay, I'll come back to Hodgins. If we can find a better, replacement for him in the draft, I'm going to sell him to like a cheap deal. Paris Campbell, I'm not bringing back. Like, there's really no point, honestly. Leonard Williams, I'll try to get back on a cheap deal. Sterling Shepard can walk. Darnay Holmes, I think I can find a better depth option for him, so he can walk too. Ishar Robinson can walk. Ben Bredesen can walk. I think the rest of these guys on this list can most likely probably walk. Graham Gano, I can probably sign him for cheaper in free agency, but I think in real life he actually signed the extension, so I'm going to bring him back too as well, just for the sake of it. So first off, let's start with our star guy, Saquon Barkley. Now, I think he wanted somewhere around $16 million, which is basically around the much time he wanted it. So I would hate to have to franchise tag him again, but like I said, I don't want to overpay for Saquon too. Like, if he doesn't want to come back, he doesn't want to come back. But I'm actually just really destined to give him the money he wants at this point. So I'll open this up a little bit, and he should come back. And he wants to test free agency. So the tag is basically around how much you wanted it. This might be stupid, but I am going to tag him another year just to keep him around. It gives about $43 million in cap space. Xavier McKinney is a guy I really want to bring back. Look, I know in real life a lot of people don't like him and don't care for him being back, but for the sake of this one, I'm going to bring him back. So that should be good enough, right? Okay, he'll be back. Xavier McKinney is back on it. I feel like I'm going to have to cut somebody in order to make some money. So Adoree Jackson, like I said, I'll keep on a cheap 1-year deal if he wants to come back. But like I said, he doesn't want to come back. I'm not tagging him, so not worried about it. Isaiah Simmons is another guy I'll bring back on a cheap deal just because he's usually really good in simulation for some reason. So bring him back. He's not really totally worried about coming back. Like I said, I'm not tripping over it, not tagging him either. Isaiah Hodgins, like I said, I'll bring back on a cheap deal. So he wants around $9 million, which really isn't too bad. If he wants to come back, he will, but he also wants to take free agency. Like I said, I'm not really worried about a lot of these guys not wanting to come back. Leonard Williams, if I can bring back, like I said, on a cheap deal, I'll bring him back. He's probably going to say no to this, but if he good, okay, he'll come back on a cheap deal, so that's good enough. The rest of these guys, like I said, I'm honestly not really worried about, but I am going to bring back Graham Gano just because he's brought back in real life. He's probably going to say no, but he's okay. He's going to stay with the team. So we don't only have $21 million. So I'm not going to go too crazy in free agency because I really don't necessarily have to. The main thing I'm probably going to target here is probably another corner just to put beside Deonte Banks if I do see one. and maybe quite possibly get another left guard and another right guard. There's some good one there. So moving on to free agency, let's see if any guys are here. But first, I want to see if we can possibly free up some money, see if we can cut some guys as of right now. So looking at the savings, there's not really many guys we can cut. We can cut Darius Slayton for $6 million. That's a possibility, but I'm gonna wait to see if we can find a replacement for him first. If we can find a replacement, then maybe I'll consider it. But right now, there's not many guys we can cut in order to free up some money. I actually will cut Mark Lewinsky though, 32 years old, pretty bad in real life. There's really no point in keeping him. I'll take that cap penalty, so we can still free up around $4 million in cap space. So I'll take that cap hit easily. Boogie Basham frees up some money too. He's a good debt piece, so I'll keep him around. Aaron Robinson hasn't really done much for us in real life, so this might be unfortunate, and he might be a good debt piece in the end, but I will also let him walk. It's unfortunate, but we're cutting our losses pretty easily. The rest of these guys, Gary Brightwell might be unfortunate. Another guy I might just free up, so just to get some cap space in there. So we free up around about $1.5 million in cap space there as well. Pinnock might be another guy, but we don't have another starting safety as of right now, so I'll keep him. So I think those are all the cuts I'll make, at least as of this point. So going to free agency, let's see if there's any guys we can possibly take a gamble on. $28 million, so we can't exactly go crazy, but we're not exactly in the dumps too. If there are any solid options at left guard, I'll take them. Damian Lewis is an intriguing option. For right guard, Cesar Ruiz, I thought he resigned in real life. He's also an intriguing option. So, like I said, I'm not really going to go crazy in free agency. I'll sign just a few guys. So, our target, Damian Lewis, because he could be an easy upgrade or most of our starters. I am going to find a cheaper corner one. If we can bring back a Dory Jackson, maybe on a cheaper deal, this might work out well for us. Or maybe I can find a replacement draft maybe. So any safeties here? Adrian Amos, Marcus May, Jayon Curse. Not really crazy about this safety class really. So yeah. Isaiah Hodgins, did I not bring him back, right? Oh yeah, I said I didn't want him back. All right. I think I am gonna try to maybe target one of these receivers. Mike Williams is a free agency. Didn't he resign in real life? Or am I tripping? Okay. So for the most part, I don't need to target anything outside of basically the interior or offensive line here. Our defense is set. Maybe the only thing I might target is another corner and another safety. So I really have no reason to go obnoxiously crazy here. There's not a lot of right guards I like here, so that obviously might be a place where I target in the draft. So that's definitely going to be higher on my list when it comes to that. So who'd I already target already when it came to this class? All right, I targeted a left guard. So let's bring back a Dory, at least on a cheap deal just for right now as a placeholder. So we'll do that. If he doesn't come back, he doesn't come back. Not necessarily gonna lose sleep over that. Like I said, I'm not really too impressed with the safety class here. Grant Delpit is a guy I'm really intrigued about. He's been playing really good in real life. So maybe. It's really intriguing. Let's see how much he wants. I'll make the offer. I'll be one less thing I have to spend in the draft. So let's evaluate our offers, see if we get any of these guys. Evaluate. Okay, there we go. My signings, we got Grant Delpit, we got a Dory Jackson back at least for another year, and we also got Damian Lewis back. Let's head to free agent. Let's head to the draft and start our drafting. All right, starting the NFL draft. Let's see how this pans out. The Arizona Cardinals, like I said, they shouldn't take a quarterback here. To my guess, they're probably going to take Marvin Harrison. I feel like that is a pick that makes the most sense. They take Chop Robinson. A very odd pick there. I would have to think the Colts take Marvin Harrison. Okay, that's exactly right. The Dolphins shouldn't take a quarterback here. They shouldn't take a quarterback here. Why are the Dolphins even so high on this list, first of all? Where did the Dolphins finish in real life? Hold up. Can I check the standings? I can't. Where did the Dolphins finish in real life? How did they get such a high pick? Did they trade up with somebody? It's a little odd. Let's go to the next pick. The Dolphins take a left tackle. I'm really not sure how they leaped up to the top 5. I don't think the simulation had him that bad. But Caleb Williams is there, but I don't know how he dropped us. But he's there. There's little chance he drops out of the top 5. But I'm not complaining about it. I'm taking Caleb Williams, 5th overall in this draft. Probably the biggest steal that's going to be here so far. Hidden development. And he's probably going to be either a superstar or, in a wild case, a superstar X factor. So we got our receiver for the future, our quarterback for the future, at least in this game. The next position I'm probably going to try to target is part costly, a receiver. That's probably all we need. Now, let's see what other interior defense, offensive linemen are here. Not necessarily a lot of guys I'm necessarily in love with, obviously. I really like Donnie Mitchell out of Texas. Any other guys here? There's Xavier Worthy. There's Johnny Wilson. Yeah. Right now my mind is telling me to take Donnie Mitchell just because he's there. But Xavier Worthy is also there. So who's the top players? There's Bo Nix. Well, obviously don't need a quarterback. So I feel like my mind is telling me to take. Let's see what other guards are there. Actually, we need a right guard. I keep forgetting about that. There's Dwayne Walters. Troubling decision here. Troubling decision. But we definitely do need a upgrade. Wait, who's our left end? Don't we have a left end? Am I tripping? Or do we need to upgrade that like right now? I thought I upgraded that in the draft. But if we don't get another left guard, I'll see if Anshaw Robinson will come back for another year. Oh, we definitely gotta upgrade that. We definitely gotta upgrade that. He definitely gotta upgrade that. Let's see what left ends are there. Left defensive ends are there. Oh man, I didn't realize the timer zone. Can I pause that? It's Mason Smith out of LSU. He's a run stopper. He was projected to go in the first or 2 rounds. I'm gonna see if I can maybe take a receiver here and get that left defensive end later. I'm gonna take Xavier Worthy out of Texas. He should be a superstar, and yes, he is. I know I probably took over at Donnie Mitchell, which might be a bad decision to y'all, maybe, but I feel like I like that pick. I'm gonna see if any other teams are willing to jump back in the draft just so I can get Mason Smith to at least shore up that defensive line spot. So let's go to the trade center and see if any teams are willing to gamble with me, because we obviously still need to upgrade our right guard position too. So we got a lot of places we obviously need to upgrade. So our left defensive end this spot is upgraded. Let's see if there's anybody in the trade block I can just take in for a filler, so I don't have to waste a draft pick on it. Emmanuel Ogba, but yeah, none of these guys are necessarily not necessarily any guys I'm necessarily gonna waste draft capital on. So good lord, where's the trade center? Okay, I think this is how I do it. Draft pick. Alright, that's how I do it. Alright, so let's see what other teams have upcoming picks in these next picks. Who picked after me, as a matter of fact? Like I said, I really want that left end, but I got a feeling I gotta trade with the right team first. So what team was after me again? It was a Saint. So The Saints should have. The Saints are probably the team I'm going to target here. Alright, so let's see. The Saints have the 7th overall pick in the draft. So I'm going to trade away a 3rd round pick and my 3rd round pick this year in order to get him. Let's see if that works. It went a little more, so we'll give away my 2nd round pick next year, unfortunately, to possibly get that, and that we will do. So we're gonna trade right back in and get that. Do I get that left end or do I get a guard? Let's see who's higher on the boards. And Mason Smith is higher on the boards here. So I am going to take him with the next pick here. Another hidden development player. So that sure is up our left end spot. Now I got to focus on quite possibly taking a guard here. So we trade with quite possibly another team to get that pick. See what these other teams do. The Seahawks took Bo Nix. Xavier Legette to the Browns. Alright, let's trade it in with the Buccaneers. So I'm doing everything possible to build through the draft and not have to take any guys through free agency or trade with a guard. So we definitely need a guard here. Let's see if we can make another trade. So let's trade our 4th round. Let's trade our 4th round pick and our 2nd round pick in 2025. Let's see if that works. It doesn't. So we gotta make another sacrifice here. Let's trade away our 4th round pick. I know I'm probably over trading the hell out of picks right now, so it's probably not gonna work. Let's see if there's another team willing to trade back with me. The Buccaneers have the 42nd overall pick, so let's target around their range. Let's see if the Falcons are willing to take this. No, they're still not. Let's see if there's a guy we could potentially drop in order to get him. So defensive attack. Let's see if one of these depth options will work. DJ Davidson. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Timon Fox, maybe. I'm doing everything possible. It's obviously not gonna work. The best advice I might have to do is just bet on myself and see. We get our next picks all the way in the 4th round. I don't think any guards are gonna drop down, but we're gonna have to take a big sacrifice and bet on ourselves with that right guard there. So like I said, I highly doubt we're gonna find a quality starter here, but there's the sacrifices we have to make here. But I'm pretty sure he'll be better than any guy we have. Let's take Rodney Booth from Duke. Last just like I expected it. So we're gonna have to find a guy in free agency just as a filler spot. So that's probably the biggest blunder I made so far to this point. We're gonna send to the end of the draft and just see who they have me take. Alright, so like I said, we're gonna go straight to free agency, see what right guards are there. Okay, we gotta wait a little bit. So we got Caleb Williams, we got Xavier Worthy, so our receiving core is definitely straight when it comes to that. Let's immediately try to upgrade that right guard, but I don't even think we're not gonna have enough money to do that, as a matter of fact. But let's see, Mark Glowinski's there, Cody Ford is here. We don't really have a choice in the matter. We don't really have a choice in the matter at all. Daniel Hardy. Oh God, we messed up. We messed up badly here. We got $2 million in cap space. We're gonna have to make a bold move here. Trade block. Let's see who's there at right guard. We gotta take anybody. And there's nobody here, obviously. So we're gonna have to go into a season where we have a bad right guard, at least for, another year. So let's send to the mid-season mark, honestly. Alright, the Giants are 3-4, which is not too bad to this point. Let's look at Caleb Williams' stats, see how he's played. 14 touchdowns to 6. Wait a minute, why is Daniel Jones the starter? I hate to do this to you. Well, I really don't actually, but you should not be the starter for this team. I wonder if they have it where they have my Okay, he's not even. Yeah, you're starting. We're obviously starting Daniel Jones. Make sure all my other receivers are straight. I want Jalen Hyatt getting playing time over Darius Slayton right now, so we're gonna slide him to 4th overall. I also want Worthy getting more playing time than Mondale Robinson, so that's the sacrifices we're going to have to make. Other than that, we should be good. 3 and 4, not too bad, not too bad. Let's see how we perform at the off-season mark, or let's see if we make the playoffs even. I doubt it, but this is still a pretty good year considering I have no right guard. We did. At 9 and 8, the New York Giants make the playoffs. Let's see how Caleb performed. 13 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. Not good at all. Not good at all, but it was good enough to the point where he made the playoffs. Saquon Barkley had over 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Eric Gray also had 344 yards and 2 touchdowns. So good to see our rushing game did good. Wan'Dale Robinson had over 800 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jalen Hyatt, 741 yards, 4 touchdowns. Darren Waller, 614 yards, 4 touchdowns. Xavier Worthy, 613 yards, 4 touchdowns. So our receivers weren't necessarily having 1,000-yard season, but they were fairly productive. All of our receivers were. Let's see how our offensive line performed. Good Lord, Andrew Thomas. How did our... Wait a minute. Who started at right guard for us? Hold up. Who started at right guard for us? It had to be McKeithen, right? He only gave up 2 sacks and 17 and only 529 snaps. So that tells me he didn't play a lot of snaps, but he was okay. Damian Lewis gave up 0 sacks. That's good to see. I'm pretty sure he was our starter too. So pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. I'm disappointed in Andrew Thomas though. We didn't necessarily do a lot of sacks, but Azeez Ojulari, Kayvon Sudo still disappointed me. Did we have any good interceptions? All right, so Bobby Okereke was a ball hockey linebacker apparently, and he was also, I bet you led the team in tackles too. Yep, exactly. So Michael McFadden was also having a lot of tackles. He had like 94. So yeah. Alright, so when playoff games start, I like to play the moments and do that. So let's tap in. Oh my god, this is loud. I'm gonna skip all of this. Second quarter and they have not even scored a touchdown yet. My god. I don't tap into like the final minutes of the 4th quarter to possibly try to make a play. So that's usually the only time I tap into the game. The Giants have still not scored a touchdown. The score is 5-0. My word. The Giants finally scored a touchdown. We're in the 4th quarter. They got to make a stop. Okay. They got to make a stop here. Okay, I'm tapping in. Bump it. We're going in. Caleb Williams, number 10. How dare you take Eli Manning's number, bro? I get you think you're the best generational prospect. You want to own that team. Hold on, why am I running Philly special? Hold up. I did not mean to call that. I just wasted the timeout, but we really only need a field goal, so I'm not too worried here. Do a play action. Alright, so see what we're gonna do here. Anybody open? Alright, there he goes. Oh, that was a terrible throw. Oh, I missed it. That was a terrible throw. I'm playing like Daniel Jones. They're really like throwing in the forcing throws. Alright. There's no way we're gonna be able to come back in this game, is there? We don't have a timeout, do we? There's no way we can stop the clock. Yeah, there's nothing we can do here. There's nothing we can do here. Just kneel the ball. I messed up. I screwed up. Y'all, was a little bit disappointing in, but whatever. Let's head to the off season. All right, so 10 players really we only need to negotiate. We have $44 million. Saquon Barkley once again wants another deal. We'll accept the option with Kayvon Thibodeau. Adoree Jackson, yeah, we are gonna let him walk now. Azeez Ojulari wants another contract. Darius Slayton also wants another contract. I'm gonna let Darius Slayton walk. I feel like all the other receivers we had can fill his void at this point. Evan Neal, accept his option, obviously. Boogie Basham. Yeah. Graham Gano, I hate to do it. He's been so reliable for us, but he can also walk. He's not going to be a huge loss at this point in his career. I hate to do it. We can find a better punter than Jamie Gillikin too, so I'm not necessarily too, worried about a lot of these guys. Ezekiel Jalari will bring back because, like I said, he should be good in this game, and Hill will come back on this team. Saquon Barkley, man, this is your last chance, man. I'm going to give you what you want, but do not be like this. And Saquon Barkley is back. We need him. We need him. Boogie Basham, I'll bring back on a very cheap deal. That's about it. And he wants to test free agency. That's okay. We can find a better depth option here. I think we're good here. I do gotta target a right guard. That's probably another reason why this team didn't play well. So let's see who's the right guard here. Second season, we're probably gonna do like, this is gonna be year 2. So we'll do a year 3 to year 4, and that's where we're gonna write the video up at least. Joel Batuno, he's Batonio. I had no idea how to say that guy's name. Is intriguing, but there's Wyatt Taylor also there. But let's look at our other options. Tua Tagovailoa is a free agent. Let's see if any other surprising free agents are here. That's about it. So I said I was gonna target a decent depth option. Let's see if obviously we can free up some money. So I think Daniel Jones should be cuttable now. So that should free up an insane amount of money right now if he is cuttable after this year. So we'll see. Daniel Jones is, Daniel Jones is still not cuttable, so you can't get rid of him yet. There's not really a lot of guys we can get rid of yet. Raheem Noches might be a guy I consider, but that's still not going to free up a bunch of money, so we'll see. So, yeah, freeing up these guys wouldn't necessarily make a huge difference, so not really a point. I like to keep depth options on the team. Alright, what was I going to target again? Alright, so Quinn Mires is an intriguing option. Wyatt Taylor is an intriguing option too, but Quinn Mires has the age, the better time guy in terms of age. I'm going to target him. Still an upgrade regardless of who we get. Like I said, we had a 4th round guy who was probably no better than a 60 overall starting, so that should be a great option. Adoree Jackson is gone, so I am going to try to find an upgrade over him. Actually, see how our guys develop. I don't think I checked on that. How did exactly our guys develop? Alright, Deontay Banks is a 680 overall. He's a star development. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, we fixed that. Alright, so alright. Michael McFadden is 71 overall, by the way. So he's developing pretty nicely. He was a 64 overall, I think, last time I checked. So I am gonna get another corner to put beside Deontay Banks. Outside of that, there's not really one, like I said, an insane amount of upgrades we need to make to this team, honestly. So not losing sleep once again. We do need to upgrade that right guard position, but that's obviously being addressed right now. So I think the main thing I'm probably gonna focus on in this draft is probably getting a potential Leonard Williams replacement. If we can find a better linebacker too, I'll take that. And if we can find a good corner to put beside Deontay Banks, we'll also take that. So let's see what exactly is here when it comes to scouting. So we should get Quinn Mires unless we get offered out at the last minute. So let's look at the prospects. We do have a 1st overall pick, so we should be good. Let's see who's there when it comes to corners. There's a lot of quarterbacks here, by the way. So let's look at this guy. Is the combine happening yet? Let's look at his skills. He has a good press. He has a decent man coverage. That might be the guy I honestly take. Let's see what linebackers are there. This next guy, Austin Rhodes. Don't really know what his tackling is, but it's not really too good for a linebacker. He has a Z pursuit, so not really the best in terms of, like I said, athletes, I'll say. So that might not be a guy I necessarily take, honestly. Let's see if we can potentially get that Leonard Williams replacement, though. If we can get a Leonard Williams replacement, that'll be nice. So, this guy's having an A tackling, B bull rush moves. That might be another guy I potentially put on my list. So, corner, maybe Leonard Williams replacement, and a linebacker are two guys I'm really intrigued on right now. Alright, so like I said, we should get Quinn Muriel. That's really the only guy I'm really worried about targeting. If there are any better linebackers here, though, I will personally take that. I love McFadden, but an upgrade would not be the worst here. Shaq Thompson's here. A lot of older guys, so I'm probably not gonna, take anyone here, honestly. So, we should get Quinn Muriel, though. Easy upgrade for our O-line, so at the end of the day, that's going to be great for us. So, let's see if we get him. Please do not get outbidded. Please, if I get outbidded, I'm going to be absolutely pissed. Did we get him? Did we get him? All right, we got Quinn Muriel. A very outstanding upgrade. Let's head to the draft. Taking him. I hope he's not gone. I hope he's not gone. Please don't tell me he's gone. Please don't tell me he's gone. He's right there. Wait, no, our corner's gone. Good Lord, no. I was my target. I'm gonna have to start. Alright, let's see. Look at this guy. He has an A to C zone coverage, B press coverage. I feel like I'm gonna take this guy and I'm gonna easily regret it. So we're not gonna take him. My left end that I wanted to possibly replace Leonard Williams is there though. Interesting. We got a lot of options. We got plenty of options. Honestly, don't know who exactly I'm gonna take. That linebacker that I was looking at, I'm pretty sure he was pretty bad. He's probably gone. He's still there. Do I honestly take? His tackling is so bad though. His tackling is bad. That's the only thing I don't really like. If I want a guard, I want a person who can tackle at least. Who are great tight ends here? Do we maybe go ahead and take a replacement for Darren Waller? That's also a strong possibility. This tight end is absolutely great, by the way. A to C catching. Let's see. Look at his physical skills. Not the fastest, but let's look at it. A to Z awareness, B carry, A catching. This looks like a really good tight end prospect. I want to take him, but wasting a pick on a tight end is not necessarily a move I want to make. Oh wait, we gotta pause this. I honestly just want to see who the CPU is here. They're gonna probably take a quarterback because for some reason it's like the second biggest weakness on our team. Taking another receiver wouldn't exactly be out of the question either as well. Let's see who's here. Oh, we gotta make an option. We gotta choose an option. We're gonna be here all day. That corner is intriguing, but I got a feeling he's gonna be terrible. He's gonna be terrible, isn't he? I suck at this. I really do. Let the CPU do the rest of my drafting. Alright, so yeah. That draft didn't really go well for me. I wanted at a corner. I did find one I could put next to Deontay Banks. So let's look and see if we can possibly. Actually, I am gonna do this. I know normally nobody does this, but I honestly have been wanting to do this in real life too. We are gonna rebuild the stadium. Screw it. We got on the money, we can use it. The Giants have hella money, so they should be able to spend money on pretty much anything. You need to get away from this Jets. You need to get your own stadium. It's the most expensive one, bump it. I'm gonna switch to that because I really don't care. Back to Giant Stadium. Alright. I do want to really put another corner next to Deontay Banks so I can leave Cordell Flott in the slot, whatever you want to call it. See who's here we could possibly trade for. Nobody. Nobody at all. Jack Jones, he's 27 in here. Good lord. All right. I do want to make a splash trade though. Let's see who's here when it comes to our corners. I might make a big trade. It might be time for that. Jalen Johnson might not be a bad move, honestly. Let's see if we can possibly get him. He's 26 years old, so it'll be an easy splash pick for us. Let's see if this works. All right, they want a little bit more. Let's see who we can possibly throw in here. Let's trade another second. Let's trade a third overall pick and another third overall pick. Would that work? All right. Let's throw a second overall pick in there. Matter of fact, that should work, right? Okay, they want a little bit more. I'm honestly not about to trade the bank for Jalen Johnson. He would have been a nice upgrade, but they're pushing it too much, honestly. But I am gonna hunt for an upgrade here. Let's see who else we could possibly get. I want a Marshawn Lattimore. He's 49 years old, so intriguing. That's all I say. I'm not gonna trade for him though. Probably it's intriguing though, honestly. Jair Alexander's only 28. I thought he was older than that. Interesting too. The fact that DJ Reed is a normal development is kind of crazy. I thought he was like a star at least. But yeah, I definitely want to make a huge splash in free agency. I definitely want to find that next corner next to Deontay Banks. That'll make our secondary so much better. I'm almost willing to go back and try to trade for Jalen Johnson again. Matter of fact, screw it. Jalen Johnson, come back to us. I know you want to. If we could throw like a 6th overall pick in here, we probably get him. This is gonna be a huge overtrade, but you gotta be serious at this point. Let's see if we can throw a player in there to like to move the needle. Maybe who's our right end? Jordan Riley, will that work? No. I really want Jalen Johnson though. I really want him. All right, Dory Jackson on the Vikings now. It's funny. Good lord. Ugh. But yeah, I definitely want to make a huge splash in free agency before I end this rebuild. I might have an insane idea that's not gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. Denzel Ward might not be a bad guy either. He's 28, not too young, not too old, but he's probably gonna regress. And he's a 90 overall. But the Browns are probably not gonna. Yeah, the Browns can't even trade him away. They're too deep in cap space. Let's see if we can pull this off. Honestly, yeah, they're gonna want a lot from Patrick Surtain. I want to make a huge splash though. I cannot end this rebuild without making a huge splash for trade. I might have another idea. Let's go to the Falcons. Let's see if we can make a trade for AJ Terrell. How old is AJ Terrell in here? He's 26. Okay, not old. Not bad. They're gonna want a lot, aren't they? I'm gonna want a lot. I'm willing to overpay at this point. If I know it'll make my team better, honestly. So they're not really budgeting too much on. I was really close to getting Jalen Johnson though. Jalen Johnson not a bad corner, especially because he's a scheme fit. That's really why I'm so intrigued in him. So we'll give away a 5th round pick in order to get him. That should work, and they're almost willing to accept. So guess what? I'm gonna throw Jordan Riley in there, and honestly, after that, it should work. We got Jalen Johnson on our team. That's a bit of an overtrade, but that makes our secondary almost so much better. So yeah, we're good there. Let me make sure. Upgrade to the biggest amount. There we go. So we actually got a new slot corner. I didn't even realize that. So that's good to know. So Jalen Johnson, Deontay Banks. We got a really nice secondary. So let's head to the mid-season mark in our year 2 rebuild, and let's see how it happens. Oh my God, the Giants are 1-6. What the actual? Who's the problem here? Caleb Williams isn't exactly a factor. Saquon Barkley is doing Saquon Barkley, which you expect. Our receivers might be a problem. Our defense, is that a problem? No, Jalen Johnson looks like he's been doing well to this point. So we're 1-6. We probably are not going to make the playoffs here in year 2, which means we're going to have to make more upgrades to this team. So let's head to the playoffs. Like I said, so the New York Giants did not make the playoffs. They finished 5-12 once again, which is really bad. The Giants should have plenty of cap space, I hope. But by God, I screwed up a lot during this rebuild. So there's probably better times where this team could have easily been better. I know one thing I am going to do to make this team better. I know exactly what I can do. Alright, so the Giants have $19.6 million in cap space. I think it is time to start cutting some people off this team in order to make some money. It's time. Andrew Thomas obviously is not going anywhere. Darren Waller, your time is over. I hate to do it to you. 73 overall, you're gone. So that frees up a lot of cap space as well. I think Daniel Jones is now cuttable. And he's still not cuttable. Good Lord. His cap penalty's huge. Good Lord. So, I think Darren Waller is probably the only significant guy we can cut. I'm obviously not cutting Andrew Thomas. I'm not drunk. So, let's see if we got to bring back first. Then we'll take that into account. Make sure I'm going. Let me go ahead and incorporate the draft class so I already get an idea of who exactly I'm going to take here. Alright. So we're going to start resigning players. There are a few guys I know exactly I'm going to start replacing. I know I'm going to go ahead and start getting a replacement for Leonard Williams. We are going to need a better tight end now, so that should help us out a little bit. I did want to take a replacement for Darren Waller in the first place. I didn't think of it too much. Let's see who we all got re-signed. Deontay Banks, obviously, will accept his option. We'll bring him back another year. Damian Lewis is regressing, so I'll bring him back on a small deal. Wan'Dale Robinson wants an extension. Cordell Flott wants an extension. Daniel Bellinger wants an extension. Let's see how many of these guys I'll bring back. I'm not bringing back Dane Belton. I'm not bringing back Joshua Zudu. So that makes things for me much easier. I didn't even realize I didn't even get a kicker. We had Brett Meyer as a kicker, so his option has been accepted. We'll bring back Deontay Banks, not Deontay Banks, Damian Lewis on a small deal, so he'll come back. Wan'Dale Robinson will bring back on a small deal as well, so he'll also come back. Yeah, he wants to test free agency. Honestly, normal development, I'm not really too upset with him. We actually do not have to bring back Cordell Flott. I just thought about that. We have another corner we already drafted, so I do want to bring back Daniel Bellinger though, just for the hell of it. So he'll come back and he wants to test free agency. Like I said, not too upset with that. Micah McFadden, as much as he was good in this simulation, I'm also going to let walk. So, in the end, we get to save up a little bit much more money than we want to. So, let's head to free agency. This free agency class, I got a feeling, is going to be stacked. We're not going to have a lot of money to spend, but we can make some moves, though. That's the point. All right, so let's see who's here. Ronnie Stanley is here. Dallas Goedert is here. If he wasn't 31 years old, I'd take him. Yeah, not necessarily a crazy draft class like I just predicted. So, if I want to bring back Wan'Dale Robinson on a small deal. I really want him back. So, he's a scheme fit still. So, he's a perfect guy for us. So, I'm willing to barter a little bit of money to bring him back, honestly. Let's see if there's a right defensive end we can potentially start gearing up to replace Leonard Williams with. And there's not a lot of guys here as I expected. Any linebackers maybe? No, not really. Chris Barnes is usually pretty good in simulation, so I'll bring him here in a small deal as well. All right, we want to get a kicker. It doesn't really matter who kicker I get. Kickers are usually pretty good no matter who you get. I'll get Jake Elliott just for the sake of it, and screw it, we'll get Ryan Stonehouse too. Like I said, kickers are usually good regardless of who you get, so not really. And intriguing. All right, I really think that's it. I'm not gonna. I don't like spending too much during free agency. I like to do most of mine drafting time. All right, so we get our guys. My signings. We got Elliott. We got Wandale Robinson. We got a good linebacker back. Time to hit the free agency. I mean to the draft. So let's see what exactly we're gonna have to upgrade. We don't have a tight end, by the way. I just realized that. So let's see what top tight end prospects are there. Hopefully it's a decent one. We finished 5-12, so we should have a decent draft pick, some decent picks. We're entering year 3. We gotta make them. We made the playoffs our first year and decided to drop off. So if we can get a great tight end prospect or even a great receiver prospect, I think we'll be set. We have, I think, the 6th overall pick. So that's great. That's great. That's great. All right, let's make our selection. Let's see who's here. We don't need a quarterback, obviously. We don't need a right tackle. We shouldn't, I would think. So let's see. We need to upgrade. Our left end might be needed. We might need to upgrade our left end. And we could use an upgrade, like I said, at that tight end position. The rest of our offense looks pretty good. Let's see who's here at tight end. Honestly, there's this guy. Let's see. Look at his attributes. He has an A break tackle, A to C catching traffic. He's a really good at running deep routes. Stiff arm, so he looks like a decent athlete, honestly. Yeah, he's first in a lot of this stuff, so we do need a tight end though. But I also do think it's time to get a replacement for Leonard Williams. He's probably getting older now, but I think we do need to make some significant upgrades to our receiving core too. What's this guy? He has an A to C catching traffic, C release though. I feel like this guy's a great athlete for some reason. Don't disappoint me. I should have taken. I should have taken the other guy. I should have taken the other guy. He's actually pretty fast though, so maybe if I develop him right, he might not be bad. But we got a high second overall pick. So if that tight end is there, I'm making a move on him. We got to do everything possible to make Keller Williams better, because so far it's been a little bit disappointing. I didn't even get to see how he performed in his second season, by the way. I just realized that this tight end looks really good. So Nick Pickney, hidden development tight end. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. We got a great tight end replacement for Darren Waller now. So all right, all season mark, we have trade offers for Daniel Jones. Are we even able to trade him? But if you want him, you can have him. I'm not tripping. Let's see what trade offers we can get. The Commanders are wanting to trade with us. If we can get a good trade offer, I know this is supposed to be realistic, but hey, I'm not complaining. None of these are even realistic in the first place. I'm not taking any of these guys. Byron Murphy might not be a bad one though, but a lot of these aren't necessarily realistic. I want to trade up, trying to change if changing our playbook works. So I just realized the New York Giants playbook is pretty, bad in this game. So if that doesn't work, I don't know what will. But I've heard this playbook usually is pretty good in the game. So our playbook right now is we're gonna change to the Dallas playbook, and we're gonna change to the Buffalo Bills defense. I've heard that works. I heard that's a good meta, so we'll try that. So if we're gonna develop, we gotta develop now. We gotta develop now. We gotta do it now. If we're gonna develop, the the Giants got to do it now. So I got to make sure whenever I go into my next game. That's right. So we're going to go right to the regular season mark. And we got to do this first. So we're entering year 3. We got to make something happen, man. We got to make something happen. So I'm pretty sure I got to go into like a game first and make sure the playbook is right. Then we should be good to go. If this is not the meta, I don't know what it is. I really don't. We're still getting trade offers from Daniel Jones. I'm pretty sure he is cuttable now, so that's probably why. Advanced settings, Dallas Cowboys, and the Buffalo Bills defense. Alright, after that, we should be good. But now, moment of truth. Year 3, will the Giants make something happen? Let's see. Don't disappoint me. Oh, no. Missy's. Offensive mark, we're 3-4. Not bad, but not obviously good either. Let's see if there's possibly something I'm messing with. Let's see if our offense performed any better, though. So, we're at our offense. Right? Oh, man, that might be a reason why our team is playing so bad. All right. Let's move Jalen Hyatt up to the wide receiver 1. That means you can put Wandale in the slot. So, actually, I want this guy playing as our wide receiver when he's a little bit more physical. So that might work. So that means we got Worthy. All right, let's try that. Let's try to see if that works. Yeah, that might have been another reason why our offense has been playing bad. Honestly, they drafted a hidden overall linebacker. I almost have to play him. Honestly, I almost have to. Oh my God, we're messing up. I almost have to play him. So year 3, we still possibly have a chance to sneak into the playoffs. Hopefully we do. So yeah. But anyways, here it goes. Let's see if we can possibly make some last minute moves to make the playoffs. And the Giants make the playoffs at 9-8. I think those last minute moves might have worked because we won most of our games out of the stretch. Caleb Williams, 31 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, not too bad. Saquon Barkley still doing Saquon Barkley things. Xavier Worthy had over 1,000 yards. Jalen Hyatt had over 1,000 yards. So it looks like changing that offense definitely might have helped. Devon Thibodeau has still been a little bit disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be too hesitant to give him a big contract if he wants it, honestly. But like I always do, I'm gonna tap into the game and see what we can do. So we made the playoffs with Caleb Williams twice. So not exactly a failure, but obviously I want to do more, obviously. All right, moving on. So defense got to make a stop here. They do get them to a field goal. The Giants are going to score a touchdown. They got to get another stop here. They held them to a field goal once again. They can't do it again. Are they going to get into the end zone this time? No, once again. They don't. The Giants offense has to make a stop here. They score another touchdown. And it looks like we're going to lose this game, aren't we? Oh God, make it stop. Alright, I gotta tap in. Let's go. Get a stop here. Alright. I'm a defensive lineman, dude. I like to get sacks. Gotta do something here. Gotta make something happen here. Oh, are you serious? Not like this. Okay, we're probably not going to team. Even if I get a stop, we're not going to accomplish much. Alright, for the sake of it, I need to rebound from how I played last time, so we're going to at least try to get something going on this drive. Alright. Are you serious? He didn't get there in time enough. I forgot in this Madden simulation they have it where All right, there we go. There we go. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. It's not over yet. I'm not convinced it's over. I don't care how delusional y'all think I am. I don't have any timeout, so there's not much I can do there, except for probably spiking the ball. So, I believe this team is almost there. I'm going to continue to upgrade this offense. If I can make a big splash move to do that, we're going to do that. And that's how the game is. So, we come up unsuccessful once again during the offseason of the playoffs, but year 4, we got to make it happen. If we don't make it happen in year 4, it's going to be an unfortunate end, but Caleb Williams has to limit those turnovers. That's another reason why we're not exactly doing as better as we could possibly. So let's head into the offseason, see what we can do. All right, so make sure the draft class is set. And we'll start re-signing players. I believe we're going to have a lot of players we going to have to re-sign. All right, we have $116 million in cap space. We can go nuts a little bit. Caleb Williams, obviously, we're going to accept his option and keep him. Kayvon Thibodeau wants $90 million. I'm sorry, you want $90 million. You have not been anywhere close to the pass rush I thought you would have been. Evan Neal is still a 79 overall. He wants $20 million, though, so that's worth keeping. Quentin Mires, I'll bring him back. McKinney, I have to extend again. Okay, we got a lot of guys we need to bring back, so that obviously explains it. Daniel Jones is an end of an era here. I'm not bringing you back. Jalen Hyatt is actually going to be the first. I'm going to put on a priority and bring him back. He's still a normal development, but he was pretty good for us, so I'm bringing him back. He wants to come back. Kayvon Thibodeau, I'm going to give you this money, but you better play like it. You better play like it. He'll be back on the team this season. Quentin Mires, I'll bring back. He's been a serviceable guard, I think, for us, so I'll bring him back as well. And he'll come back. Evan Neal, he only wants $20 million, but I'll up it a little bit and bring you back. And he's not interested in signing. How much is his tag? No, sir. I can just get you for cheaper in free agency. Xavier McKinney's 29 years old. I'm probably not going to find a better replacement, and he'll come back. John Michael Smith, still a 77 overall. Hasn't been developing quite too good, but I'll bring him back. Bobby Okereke, 30 years old. I hate to do it, but I'm going to let Okereke walk. He's 31 years old. There's no really reason to bring him back, honestly. The rest of these guys, Leonard Williams, end of an era here, obviously. I'm not bringing back a 33-year-old. Daniel Jones, obviously, I'm not bringing back. Yeah, Evan Neal wants a $20 million franchise tag. But the offer I made for him was just a whole lot better. So that's a bit confusing, I got to say. So we definitely got some spots we need to fill on this team now. Linebacker right in. And then obviously Tyreek Hill is here. He's 33 years old though. I'm not wasting money on that, honestly. So CJ Stroud is here obviously too. Any decent linebackers here maybe? Patrick Queen might not be a horrible option. He fits well. Jack Campbell's here. Jack Campbell I feel like can easily take over Bobby Okereke's spot. So I'll bring him back. Bring him on this team if I can. We need another right end. Leonard Williams is obviously gone now, and there's not a lot of guys here. So this might be where we look towards free agency. Jermaine Johnson might not be a horrible option, but I think we need a scheme fit more than likely. So I'm gonna bring one of these guys just as a holder for now. So let's see. We're gonna bring in Jermaine Johnson. You're gonna come straight across the street from the New York Jets to come to this team. So we'll bring him as like a centerpiece, whatever you want to call. If there are any better right tackles here, I'll bring back Evan Neal, and there's not. So I'll bring back Evan Neal on another deal. He has to accept this at this point. You're not gonna get a better offer here, honestly. I do want to make this wide receiving core even more dominant. So let's see if any guys are. Tank Dale's there. Josh Downs is here. So a lot of guys, obviously, from the draft a couple seasons ago. So not a lot of guys, but I really just want to bring Tyreek Hill for hell of it. How much as he won't, I'm not gonna do it. It'll be intriguing, but he's probably regret so much, hasn't he? Hasn't he? What's his speed? What's his speed now? Is it still the same? He has an injury risk, but I don't have injuries on, so it's not like that really matters. So his speed's still at 98. I want to do it for the fun of it, but I'm not gonna do it. It's really pointless. So I'm not gonna target a receiver actually. But we are gonna target a right end. We got a linebacker, so we're straight there. So if we can get those guys, we should be straight. So Leonard Williams' replacement is probably coming. Obviously, we have no choice but to do this. So my sign is we got Campbell, we got Neo back. Let's head to the draft. This guy, D finesse moves, but he's good in everything else. This guy looks like he could be good. Hidden development, right in, and there's our Leonard Williams replacement. That's exactly what I was looking for. So we'll do a 2 more picks, see if we can find anybody else. So let's see who else is here I can possibly struggle up on. Who else we need for this defense? We might just take a best player option here. We don't need we might need a Xavier McKinney replacement. I just realized that he's 29 years old. He's not gonna start immediately, but it wouldn't be bad. None of these free safeties stand out to me as good. So let's see here. I do need another left guard though. So this guy looks decent. Let's see what his stuff is. Another Hill development player. So yeah, we're pretty good for now. We're pretty good. So I'm gonna send him to the rest of this draft. All right. All right. Here we are. This is pretty much our last season to prove that we can be a playoff team. So let's head to the midseason mark right off the bat. At the off-season mark, the New York Giants are 5-2. We are set up nicely. Can we end this rebuild off on a positive note? Can we do it? Can the Giants do it? 5-2. We got a guy who's breaking out. Let's look at the stats as the midseason mark is going down. Caleb Williams, 7 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. Not groundbreaking, but not bad either. He's not turning the ball over. Saquon Barkley is still a beast. Kendrick Newsom is finally getting some playing time. Jalen Hyatt is also doing pretty well. Doesn't have a touchdown yet, so receivers doing pretty good. Look at our defense. Ezekiel Jalari has 3 sacks, so it looks like his sack numbers are going up pretty nicely for the most part. Chris Barnes is doing pretty well. I forgot we had him. So here we go. Like I said, last chance. Will the Giants do something? Will they choke? Will they still make the playoffs, or will they disappoint me? Let's see. Your Giants are 13-4. They make the playoffs. They have a first round bye. It is time for the Giants to prove something, and it's gonna be a rematch against the Panthers. Let's go. All right, jumping straight into it. The Panthers are going to go downfield. They're probably going to score here and they score a touchdown. And the Giants are playing badly. My God, you got to get a touchdown here. You got to get a touchdown here. You got to get a touchdown here. They do get a touchdown. They make a stop. The Panthers get a stop. They get a stop. Come on. Oh, my God. The Giants get a score. The Panthers are going to go right down the field and score, aren't they? Yes, they do. You know what? We're tapping in. We're tapping in. One of y'all run me deep downfield. Run deep down. Oh, whoa. That sounded wrong. That sounded wrong. All right, not bad. All right, go for a field goal here, right? Oh, they want us to punt. How far is the field goal? It's only 62 yards. Jake Elliott's a... And we're good. So, not what I wanted to do, but it's pretty good. Alright, so defense has to get a stop here, and they're not going to get a stop. They might actually, and no, the Giants, they went downfield and scored. So I got to get a touchdown here. I normally don't play these games. I normally just let it sim. There we go. Wandale Robinson is so hard to tackle in this game for the CPU. It's honestly crazy. A lot of my starters disappear in this game. I don't really like that. That messes me up a lot. That's why I tend to lose a lot of these games. Oh, that was a horrible throw. See, I can't even get Saquon Barkley out. My God. Madden, fix your game. Please fix your game. There we go. Oh my God, he didn't release on the side. So even if we don't score, we can get us field goal, put us down by 8. That means I'm just really gonna have to get a huge stop on defense. Wandale Robinson once again open. That should be a first down, right? All right, hold it, hustle back. Hustle back.
Here we go.
Come on, man. One of y'all gotta come through. There we go. Oh, he dropped it. Dang. I want to run the ball, but I'm scared to run the ball right now. There we go, touchdown. Defense got to come through here, and I'm playing on defense side of the ball because I can. We got 3 timeouts. It's far from over. Come on, defense, please get something done. Pressure. Oh, he has to throw it away. Incomplete. Bryce Sims is like going to be the death for us. He has dotted us up almost every time he's played us. He dotted us up last season. And he's doing it again this season. We got to put pressure on him. There we go. Pressure. There we go. Come on. We need one more stop. It's not over. They're going to run the ball here. There we go. Pressure. Let's go. All right. We're good. Well, I make a dumb Philly decision here, and while I can easily come back, will I get an interception or a turnover? One of those is going to happen. So I don't have to do anything stupid. I don't have to make an exotic play. As long as I get in the field goal range, we should be good. And there we go. Wandale Robinson open on the left side, and that is a touchdown. We need a huge stop on defense. Do I want to sim it out? Possibly. Come on. Oh, God. No. 3 seconds left. Don't disappoint me. And the Giants, with some help by a guy who is nowhere near close to being a Madden guru, they advance in the divisional round. I just cannot leave this on a bad note. We advance in the divisional round thanks to me. Thanks to me. We have a chance, guys. We have a chance. But I know the team we're going to play next is probably going to be a little bit better, aren't they? We have a chance. If we can end this on a Super Bowl note, I'm going to be so happy. We didn't have the best of the 2 great seasons, but we have a chance to end this on a note. We play the Falcons next. So let's get into the moments. Defense gets a stop at least. They're going to go downfield and score a touchdown. This defense looks like it's playing really well right now, and I just jinxed it, didn't I? And they went downfield and scored a touchdown. As soon as I said they're playing decent, they're still playing decent. Can't get a start on 3rd down. Am I going to have to jump in again soon? My God. Defense, you're selling. Okay, to get a field goal. Oh, time to tap in again. Oh, man, it's a 4th down, man. I'm nervous. Max protection. Don't do this to me. There we go. Wandale, open. That's Jalen Hyatt. All right, come on. It's a chance to go to the Super Bowl in the last game of this rebuild. Throw it away. The 3rd down. We need something deep in the bag of tricks. It's a 36. I didn't even realize that they're playing some. There we go. Don't make any dumb decisions and you're good, basically. There we go. I think that's one of the guys I dropped. I don't know who that is. That's a Xavier Smith, I think. Yes, it is. All right, defense. Time to lock in. If the defense can get some stops here, we get the ball back, we can advance to the Super Bowl. Come on. It's going to get harder, though. Pressure. All right, he only got 2 yards there. It doesn't really help me that a lot of my starters literally disappeared during the playoff, but this has been a problem for a while now, currently according to some of y'all. All right, let it go down to the 2-minute warning. And if we don't score, like I said, we don't have to do anything exotic. And I don't have to necessarily play hero ball here. I love putting hero ball. Oh, number 5 is open. I didn't want to change the play though. And he threw it away. All right, Giants, you have time. You got time. You have time here. Kick it away. So, like I said, I'm not going to do anything stupid. We got 3 timeouts. We got enough time. I can't even put my running back out there, man. All right, so switch it up a little bit. Audible to a better play. Oh, God. Oh, shoot. I don't know how I made that happen. That's an offensive lineman, by the way. That should not happen. That should have not happened, but it happened. Is that Wandale again? Yes, it is. Oh my God, defense stop. If they don't get a stop, we go to overtime. And the Giants defense gets a stop. We are going to the Super Bowl once again by the help of me. We did it by coming in with some late game heroics. We have a chance to end this video off on a high note. We have a chance. We have a chance. We have a chance. We have a chance. So, come on, Brian Dable. Come on, Brian Dable and Caleb Williams. I need y'all to be in that locker room having the best game plan ever because you have a chance. I have a chance. Who are we playing, though? We're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's see how their defense ranks. They're pretty good against the pass, bad against the run. We got to make this happen. Let's go, guys. Let's pray. Here we go, guys. Jumping right into it, and the Giants defense is gonna go downfield and score. No, they get stopped. They get held at a field goal. The Giants defense once again doing what they always do, struggling pretty early on. Can they get a stop? Can they score a touchdown? Can they do something? They score another field goal. And still the third quarter. I'm not going to tap into the third quarter. All right, fourth quarter. Is it time? Oh my God, we're gonna lose. All right, somehow, still not over. We're gonna end this off on a sour note, I feel like. So, if we don't convert here, it's pretty much game over. Oh, that's it. That was a bad throw. Somehow, well, we got to the Super Bowl. I feel like that was a good sign at least. The fact that my playmakers disappear in this game in the playoffs didn't exactly do any favors. Like, because literally all my starters have disappeared. Madden has to fix that, honestly. Madden doesn't fix that, I'm gonna be doomed the rest of my rebuilds. Especially that guy for free kick. That was a damn throw.
From the six.
Well, we can make something happen. Yeah, a 2-minute warning, 3 timeouts. They went for the 2-point conversion when they didn't have to, so I'm not sure why they did that. I'm not sure why they did that. We have a slim chance, honestly. And what I mean by slim, not close at all. We still have to get a stop. We still have to score a touchdown. We have to score another touchdown. We have to somehow get that 2-point conversion that we missed. So we're going to try to take all the timeouts possible. Pray we get the ball back. Pray we get that 2-point conversion down pat. And we have a chance, like I said. Get a sack and pick it, right? Put him under pressure, though, so I'm going to try to at least end this on a good note. tell this is broken. I have an offensive lineman running routes, and I don't even have a play design for that. There we go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
See, look at this. They have an offensive lineman doing this. This is stupid. We have one timeout. If we can get the 2 points, if we can get a stop here.
Here we go, here we go! 19 tight, 19 tight!
Imagine if I had my playmakers like Jalen Hyatt, Xavier Worthy. I have not even been able to use them one time during this game. Oh, first and goal. And Boofer view that. That's probably gonna get called back. Yep, figured.
Ready?
If we don't get this, it's definitely over. We had a slim chance. We still had a very slim to none chance regardless, but if we don't get this, it's definitely over. Well, so we got to the Super Bowl, but unfortunately in the end, that's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, man. We got to the Super Bowl in the rebuild, and I have to really upload this video of the Celtics celebrating. So, not the worst ending that could have happened. It could have been worse. At least we got to the Super Bowl, and we just came unfortunately in. I'm almost wanting to do another year. Matter of fact, you know what? We're not ending it off like that. I refuse to end it off like that. We got close. If we don't win the Super Bowl here or even get to the playoffs, I'll end it here. I'll end it here. But I'm not ending it off like that. I'm not ending it off like that. We're going to get this. We're going to get this. We're going to get this. We have been streaming for what? About an hour now. We're going to get this. We're going to get this. Let's head to the offseason mark. See what we can do. And let's see if we can pull some strings together. Alright. Like I said, straight to re-signing players. We're probably going to have plenty of money once again, right? Right? We're gonna have plenty of money once again. We got plenty of money again. Alright, so Dexter Lawrence, no brainer here. We are gonna bring back for another season. One of our best defensive players. And I can throw money around if I want to, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. Deontay Banks, we're obviously gonna bring back. Best corner we have so far. Xavier Worthy. It's unfortunate that we cannot get you in there in the playoffs. We probably would have won if you actually played, but Saquon Barkley, 31 years old, you know what, it's an all or nothing season. We're bringing everybody back. This is the last chance anyway. We're bringing everybody back. It doesn't really matter. Rand Delpit, you're coming back. Like I said, all or nothing season. We got to bring everybody back. We're gonna accept his 5th-year option. Forgot I drafted him first round. We don't need Damian Lewis. I forgot we got a dirty left guard now, so we don't need to bring him back. Wan'Dale Robinson we'll bring back. And other than that, Xavier Smith was good for us down the stretch, but we really need to bring him back. We'll bring back Jake Elliott just cause. So we're gonna do everything possible. We're gonna get guys in free agency, and we're gonna get guys in the draft to fill this team up to the best possible. Let's see who we got here. We can't go crazy because, like I said, I just spent all my money in bringing my main guys back. but we can do some stuff. Let's see who's here. And there's not many other guys here at all. We do need a free safety though. So Tyler Nubin, so nobody crazy. There's almost a good chance I might not even get anybody, honestly. I do want to get another receiver though, just to have some speed on there. I'm gonna bring in John Mechie because he's a scheme fit. And if they decide they want to take my starters out, we'll have at least one reliable receiver on that team. I need to bring in another tight end too. That's another thing that didn't help us. Daniel Bellinger, we're gonna bring back on the team. All or nothing here. All or nothing here. We're gonna bring in another running back too. So like I said, we can have a reliable running back when they take my starters out. So I'm honestly just tempted to go straight to the season. You know what? Screw the draft. Screw who they get me. Like I said, all or nothing season. We gotta go. We gotta go big or go home. All right. At the mid-season mark, the Giants are 6-1. The dream is alive, guys. The dream is alive. We should make the playoffs, even if we finish with a wonky record. We should make the playoffs. It's all or nothing. If I bet into this season and we still make the playoffs, and it was at year 5, and if we make the Super Bowl, come on, we got that first round bye. 15-2. The dream is alive. Come on, please do not choke again. Oh, we faced the Eagles. Now I really gotta win. I'm almost tempted to just get in there and beat them. Or the teams are performing way much better in simulation than the last team. So obviously, team with a better record, I would hope so. The Eagles are gonna go downfield to score, but the Giants are gonna go downfield and score right back. They're gonna go downfield and score again. Then they got the dagger. The Giants are gonna head to the NFC Champion. I didn't even have to tap in. I didn't have to make no changes. And the Giants finish this game with a win. Caleb Williams, 322 yards, 2 touchdowns. Wan'Dale Robinson balled out. Saquon Barkley. Tank Bigsby actually balled out, actually. All right, here we go. Heading straight into the NFC Champion. Year 5 is year 5 the lucky number. I think I always do this when I'm doing rebuilds. It ends up being year 5 if I do an extra year that the team ends up making the Super Bowl and winning it. Please give me an easy team. Please give me an easy team. Please give me a square team too. Scrub team. It's the Panthers again, bruh. These Panthers are like gonna be breaking me because we almost lost to them last year and they beat it. All right, so we can go for it, or you know what? I ain't never been no punk, so guess what? Wan'Dale Robinson run that slant route. Oh, that was a dumb throw. I didn't time it right. Please get a stop defense. Bail me out. If they don't bail me out, we're good. You know what? We're gonna tap in early. I usually don't do it, so I usually wait until the last couple minutes to lock in, but we're doing it now. First quarter. Caleb hasn't exactly played too good, but we're gonna take a shot downfield, and Wan'Dale Robinson coming in clutch once again and taking it. Here we go. Moves need to be made. They need to be made now. Why is the offensive lineman again? I literally can't put any of my main playmakers out there, bro. This is literally screwing me over. Like, I have an offensive lineman running routes. You got Newsom in there that got drafted, who I thought was going to be pretty good. So, let's see if he can make something happen. He doesn't even get back to the ball in time, you know. I bet you if I sim, they would have did something. So, maybe me simming didn't exactly help me. Me simming did not help. I should have kept simming. That probably would have bailed me in the end. Alright, we have another chance. 3 minutes left. I gotta lock in now for real. But the fact that I really have no playmakers, because my other ones have been disappearing again, is not exactly helping me. We got a shot downfield, and oh my god, he didn't get any time left.
Ready, set. Ready.
There we go, good catch. And he held on to it. Kobe Durant playing for the Panthers now, back in his hometown, or closer to his hometown. Good to know. South Carolina boy. Tank Bigsby breaking tackles, helping us out big. No pun intended. Come on. Their route tight. You know you can. You know you can. You know you can. There we go. There we go. Play is over. Play is over. You got this. There you go, Bellinger. Go out of bounds. All right, let's run the ball. Let's run the ball. Run the ball. Run the ball. Bigsby can break tackles, so that helps us out a lot. And Bigsby's gonna get a hole in. Oh, we came up short. And there we go, touchdown. Defense. Lock in defense. Lock in. Okay, we locked in. NFC champions once again. Bracket, so I don't know if we're playing the Chiefs or not. I hope not. We're playing the Jaguars. A little bit easier, I would hope. So we're not going to play the full game, obviously. I got to make a few adjustments. That'll probably help us win this game. Goes straight to the fourth quarter like I always do. I'm not even going to look at the screen here because I'm scared of what's going to happen. Here we go. Straight to the second quarter. Not even looking at the top of the scoreboard. I'm just looking at the simulation screen. See what I'm simming to. I don't know what the score is. Whatever the score is, it happens. It happens. If we lost, then we lost. Come on. It should be the fourth quarter, right? The Giants, all right, they're down. They're down by a field goal. They're down by a field goal. They're down by 1. They're going to be down by 2 points, though. I'm probably not going for it. All right, so New York Giants. Oh, no. I don't want to screw it up. It's Madden, so we're doing good right now. That's all that matters. They take it downfield and score. Oh, my God. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. You know what? Let's put this dagger in here. We won anyway. I got confident they're not going to blow a lead that quick. But finish this off on a good note. Finish this off on a good note. Touchdown, Caleb Williams. That is the Super Bowl, and we won it. All right, come on. Let's get this over with. Cue the celebration. Cue the celebration. And there we go, the New York Giants, in the final year of this rebuild, have won the Super Bowl. Caleb Williams had some rough years, but he locked in the last 2 years of this rebuild, got us to the Super Bowl, didn't do good, he lost. But in the final year, we made those last few adjustments, and we won the game. That is exactly what we needed to do. The Giants are Super Bowl champions in year 5 of the rebuild. If you are still watching this video, I thank you for making it all the way to the end. If you haven't yet, go ahead and like this video, comment, subscribe, tap that bell icon. My first rebuild on the channel, and I absolutely enjoyed it. If you haven't yet, like I said, subscribe to my channel, tap the bell icon, follow me on all my social media down below in the description. Let me know what team you want me to rebuild next in the channel, because I will be doing a lot of rebuilds over the next couple weeks. I did the Giants because they're my team. I'm thinking about doing the Broncos next. It's going to be a hard one to manage, but I'll seriously consider doing it. But if you want me to do a rebuild, let me know in the comments down below. You can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, whatever you want to call it, and hit me up on what rebuild I need to do next. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you liked it, go ahead and do it. All below down in the description, and I will hope to see you guys in the next video. Y'all boys, peace out. This is a really good video. This was a really good start, and it was a really good ending. I'm all
Mask gon' fuck it, 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 mask got 50 likes and Randolph tryna blast off, he wasn't in the face. In my way, for a nigga better go pray. I'ma send kill where he stay. Walking down a little nigga, a minor with a micro Drake. The drop we score, nigga, no one play.